Okay.
In the meantime, I'll be ripping that fool Bright a new one.
No, please no, Prosecutor Blackwood. Oh my! That was quick!
Or history if it turns out to be the victim's blood. Ugh.
Please, please let it be someone else's.
It seems the blood was not from the victim.
What?
Furthermore, a comparison with other parties involved with this case reveals the blood belongs to one Hugh O'Connor.
Whew.
Score!
Oh, wait, hang on. Sorry. Echoing coughs.
Don't worry, Junie. Just try to relax.
His hands were dripping with blood.
Your Honor, as we saw earlier, the witness' left hand had suffered a serious injury. He sustained the wound in a struggle with the victim, and his blood got on the pottery. Then Junie saw his blood-stained hands as they passed each other in the first floor hall. It's the only explanation that covers everything.
Objection!
Objection! There is but one way now to turn aside her blade. But do not cast the blame on me. Your grudge is with Sightstone, for it is she who forces me to expose your secret.
Fine, whatever.
Wow, how much dirt does he have on Hugh?
What the?
The court will observe this odd-looking envelope.
Ooh.
It was inside this that Miriam Scuttlebutt's script was found.
We saw it in the art room. It wasn't in there.
Miss Scuttlebutts? But didn't the prosecution already claim that?
Oh,
This envelope is the one that contained her script.
Circumstances have changed. You see, Golden Boy had hidden this from us all.
Let's see here. My word! Talk about the world's most painful paper cut!
Indeed. You can clearly see that if this envelope is not opened correctly, a powerful spring-loaded blade will shoot forth, leaving a horrible gash upon the hand.
Whoa.
The only one who had been told of this correct way to open it was Constance Court.
You really want to see my script that bad? Well, you better watch out. Read it without my permission, and you wish you hadn't.
Oh, shit.
Yikes, Miriam wasn't kidding when she said that.
The blood on the blade is the witnesses. Our genius here tried to sneak a peek at the wrong script and paid for his foolishness.
Ouch! This guy's the worst genius I've ever seen.
Don't worry, Athena. That wound isn't deep. We've still got the wire theory.
Yeah, I've got it. Since the blood by the window overlooking the maintenance area isn't the victim's, and there's no other basis for denying the body was moved using the wire and banner. Therefore, the defense once again asserts just that.
Hold it. You call yourself a lawyer? Don't you see the glaring contradiction in what you're thinking?
Huh?
The court would like to remind the witness that his role is not to point out.
Heh. And you? How can you adhere to such outdated beliefs? But whatever. It seems you've forgotten the two statues that were on stage directly below the wire. A body sent sliding down that wire would have crashed into them. Care to explain that away?
Why, I believe he's right. The statues and the wire are extremely close together. Maybe he should be the lawyer.
So the body would have collided with the statues? What if they did collide? Wait, that's it! Speaking of those statues, we still don't know how they were broken. But if we assume the body crashed into them...
Then it kept going. Yeah.
That would also explain the loud sound we heard while we were in the waiting room.
Right.
Oh, now that you mention it. You and Mr. Wright went out to the stage after you heard that sound, correct?
Objection!
Objection. Interesting. How very interesting. But may I just ask one question? When was it that you heard said sound?
I was thinking that.
It was a little after the mock trial had started. Mr. Wright and I were practically bored to tears there in the waiting room when...
Shit.
Precisely. If that sound you heard did happen while the body was being moved, that would place it during the mock trial.
Oof, which means the body wouldn't have been there before the mock trial started.
You see, right before the mock trial started, I saw the body.
He said he saw the body before the mock trial. If so, then my claim that the body was moved during the mock trial doesn't hold water. Stupid contradiction. It's going to get me and our case killed.
The focus was on just 3 suspects because the body was moved before the mock trial. That has been the major premise thus far. Your assertion, therefore, contradicts the very foundation of this case.
Objection!
Objection. Both sides still lack incontrovertible evidence. So, should we not also treat Golden Boy's testimony with some level of suspicion?
Good point.
Prosecutor Blackwell is on our side.
I bet he's figured out the truth behind this case. Well, great. As long as he's not up to something else.
If the statues really were broken when the body hit them, then Hugh's statement about seeing the body before the mock trial is a big fat lie. Okay, Mr. O'Connor. Let's get to the bottom of this contradiction about when you saw the body. Look me straight in the eyes and repeat your statement to me.
Like I said before, before the mock trial, the body was, you know...
I shall only say this once, Golden Boy. You had best tell the truth, and do it now. That is, if your head wishes to enjoy continued companionship with your body.
Yes! I was waiting for the ouch.
Now, out with it! Did you truly witness the body?
Or were you just lying about it? Well, which one is it?
I...
You what?
I never saw the body.
Are you sure about that? Lie to this court again, and I'll charge you with perjury!
There was no body on that stage. I've been lying about that the entire time. I'm sorry.
Yes! We've exposed Hugh's big lie for what it is. But why would he lie about this to begin with?
Order! Order! The base premise that the body was moved before the mock trial has been overturned! I imagine this has an impact on both the defense and the prosecution's case!
Well, first I'd like to thank the prosecutor. This brings us one step closer to the truth. Now, at least we know the body was moved using the wire and school banner.
Indeed. That much I shall concede, Sykes-Dunner. The body was moved as you stated, and in the midst of the mock trial.
So both sides are satisfied then?
If the body was moved before the mock trial, we have our 3 suspects. But if the move took place in the midst of the mock trial, it's an entirely different story.
Right. All 3 suspects were in the mock trial. That gives them a solid alibi.
Objection! How simplistic. Did you forget about the student in charge of the audio? Amidst the mock trial, she was the one soul who could leave and re-enter the lecture hall.
What's this? Who is this person in charge of the audio?
Oh no, how could I forget? It was...
Juniper.
Hey, what's the deal here? Why is Junie so large in this shot?
Juniper was also in charge of the audio. When she wasn't in the trial, he was in the audio control room dealing with the music.
Indeed. The one who could enter the art room amidst the mock trial to move the body was none other than the accused Juniper Woods, for she was in charge of the audio.
No!
Why, yes! I see! That does make perfect sense!
This can't be happening. Instead of exposing Hugh's crime, Junie is in even deeper. No matter how you slice it, we're cooked.
Chat.
Chat, we're cooked.
And here I thought Prosecutor Blackwell was on our side, at least on this issue.
The Twisted Samurai strikes again.
Twisted? It's more like dirty rotten.
Your boldness. It is time to put an end to this farce.
The prosecution has presented a quite convincing case. But the defense has one last chance to voice any remaining objections. Well, Miss Sykes?
Apollo, what are we gonna do? I've got nothing left. Nothing. Nada. Niente.
I've got nothing left.
I've been trying to think of something. But I'm
I'm
drawing
not
a
gonna
big
make-
blank, too.
Oh, poor Junie. Unless we figure out something, she'll be... Objection! Objection! Well... I object to...
Hold it.
Uh,
Stop right there. All ears to me. It's time you heard about the rare genius of Hugh O'Connor.
oh my god. Whoa.
Listen and you will hear the secret behind my perfect crime.
What? Yeah, perfect!
Crime?
Oh,
Yeah, he's a little snot nose.
Wait. This is some serious deja vu. Didn't we just go through something like this yesterday?
Yes. Yes, we did. This had better not be another one of his enraging traps. Oh.
The murder, the moving of the body, the cover-up. It all sprung from my brilliant mind. Well, go ahead. Arrest me. The real killer is right before you.
Order! Order, I say! Mr. O'Connor! You already confessed yesterday, then earlier today recanted your confession!
As if you mouth breathers could comprehend my genius. The end justifies the means. Now bow down and kneel. Kneel before my great and maddening intellect.
objection. Enough. The only thing maddening is the ignominy you bear for all to see. For it is impossible for you to have been the perpetrator behind this crime.
Ah.
There is no perfect crime, only a perfect alibi, for you were at the mock trial. And it is silly to think that I must remind you of this, but you were a participant the entire time. There shall be no mercy if you persist in hindering this trial with your silly little act.
Hugh doesn't seem the least bit shaken by Blackwell's threat.
Listen, Mr. Prosecutor. Calling that a perfect alibi is beyond contempt. Your Honor, I'd like to take this opportunity to offer further testimony. I will now demonstrate the very moment of genius that transcended even perfection.
Oh my...
Witness testimony. Hugh's confession.
You won't believe this, but I used a body double.
What?
That wasn't the real me at the mock trial. That means I didn't almost lose. My body double almost did.
What the fuck?
I slipped out stealthily while my double took care of the trial. I had the run of the campus. In short, I'm the killer. Juniper's innocent.
What a fucking genius. Stupid shit. Go. George? Hello? Knock knock. Hello?
Judge is dumbfounded.
Judge is really confused by that testimony. What absolute drivel. Oh wait, I shouldn't say that.
Oh, Judge was very quick, BRB.
Oh, Judge.
That's it, Sky, I'm back!
You okay? Did you need lunch?
Yes, I had to open the door for deliveries.
He said about a body double and a testimony. Just start the cross-examination. Go ahead.
Oh, yes, I have a question. I was hoping the defense and prosecution might help answer. Is it just me, or does the witness's testimony make no sense at all?
No, it's not just you, Your Honor. All I got from listening to that was a headache.
Yeah, it was just plain weird. Especially the whole thing about a body double?
Well, I'm relieved it's not just me. And the prosecution?
Your boldness, summon an ambulance this instant. The witness is stark raving mad.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought I was having a stroke. Yes, I think that would be for the best. Now then, let's pretend that... Let's pretend that never happened and move on to my verdict.
Oh, it's so funny.
Hold it. You people don't believe me?
It's not a matter of believing you, it's more along the lines of questioning your sanity.
Yeah, the funny farm just called. They want their genius back.
Objection! Shut your pie holes! The intellect of a genius transcends even logic! Besides, don't you guys have that weird device for testimony like this?
Objection! Widget's not a weird device, and I don't waste them on ridiculous testimonies.
Easy there, Tiger. Think of it this way. We don't want a verdict to be passed just yet. So, how about you give Widget a try?
Well, this is against my better judgment, but I'd like to conduct a short therapy session.
Your better judgment? I'm a judge, and it's far beyond mine. Yet I find it hard to say no. Prosecutor Blackwell, I trust you have no objections? Prosecutor Blackwell?
Oh my god!
The prosecutor said, rubbish. We will be out on a stroll. Then left with Detective Albright.
Oh my god.
How did you get away with stuff like that?
That's amazing.
Then I'll interpret that as meaning he has no explicit objections.
Oh, it's so good.
All right, Miss Sykes, you may proceed with your therapy session.
I've seen my fair of crazy trials, but this one takes the cake. Whew. I love that he leaves. That's actually great. Also, sorry, I didn't mean to make you break mid-line, Coco.
It's also really funny because Brant is be right back as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, real fucking genius. God damn it.
What? Oh my god! the face
It's a
mask.
body double.
DF2 spy!
Oh, it's so good.
Actually, voice does that.
Why do I want to cosplay that? That's fucking hilarious.
That's really good.
The bandage
Face
hand and
mask.
all.
Oh, it's so good.
God.
You won't believe this, but I used a body double. That wasn't the real me at the mock trial. That means he's so sad.
Aw.
Oh, whoa.
Let him go.
I sent something in live chat. If anyone cares to check.
I slipped out stealthily while I took while my double took care of the trial. I had to run to the campus.
For people, Snacksy just has something in the live chat in our Discord, and it's an image of this scene with Sonic running next to him.
That's a real thing. Oh my god.
He looks like he's doing the Sabatender pose from FF14.
What is this? What is this
It's
pose?
a fucking stupid pose.
For this Hogeo.
Uriga.
Oh my god. I did it! Look at me! Big Dick G!
Mm-hmm.
I saved the girl! Mouth breathers.
I love how his words are being like emphasized here, because
It's so
those
good.
like handcuffs like melting away. That's such an anime thing.
Yeah, Snaxy, your voice mod is still on. It's really funny.
Yeah,
No!
I've been trying to tell him multiple times. I told him in Discord. I told him in the
God
private
damn it.
chat.
No! Oh my god.
I don't
this
get
is
it.
Terrible.
His confession is overflowing with happiness.
Maybe he just enjoys how us mouth breathers can't comprehend his genius.
But this goes way beyond normal happiness. He seems to take an insane level of delight in his confession.
Even a normal level of delight would be weird for a confession. But then again, he's not what I call normal.
Hugh, why are you confessing? Who is this really for? I feel like that's the key of this out of control emotion.
Okay. Time to probe. It's gotta be like... Oh, I bet I know where it is. There it is. Is it gotta be... It's gotta be Juniper, because the whole thing is...
Junie.
Yeah. I also forget what the shout out is. There you go.
I got it.
Got it! Mr. O'Connor, yesterday you said that you didn't really care about Miss Woods anymore.
I already told Juniper, so I might as well tell you. I don't really care about her anymore.
What? Why?
Yeah, well, Juniper reported my secret to Professor Court.
His secret? Oh, the bribe.
She wanted nothing to do with me because I had disappointed her. That's why I don't care about her anymore. I was never trying to protect her. My confession was always about one thing and one thing only. The truth.
Objection! Mr. O'Connor, you feel great happiness in the fact that you might help set Miss Woods free. So much so that it overshadowed all of your other emotions.
What are you...
I can hear it clearly now, Mr. O'Connor. The discord you've been trying to suppress. People don't normally feel like you do when you confessed.
So, Hugh really was trying to protect Juniper.
Yes, I'm sure of it. Hugh's feelings for her are the real deal.
10?
But this means his confession is...
Is that... Professor Blackwell?
Professor?
It is.
That was deliberate.
Professor?
Professor! If we keep saying it, he'll... Oh, there we go. Oh god, he's back.
Finally figured out the obvious, have we?
Why? Prosecutor Blackwell, you're back!
Yes, sorry. I had to go on a picnic with Fulbright. The confession was naught but lies, save for the part about being in the mock trial. Can we all now agree that the killer is the one in charge of the audio, i.e. the accused?
Ugh! Why couldn't you have taken the longer stroll?
No, you haven't unraveled the genius of my body double trick yet.
You can't be serious! Do you really expect us to believe you had a body double?
Yes, I do. But if you think I didn't, then prove it.
Either we quit here, or Juniper's found guilty. Or we play along with Hugh's delusion. Ugh.
Let's go with the least worst choice, but first, let me update his testimony.
I love this image. Okay.
Oh,
Bro, he's ready.
He's assuming the fetal position. The girl said no. Big Sag. For the run of the campus. In short, I'm the Big Dick G. Juniper's innocent. Were you thinking that?
Go back through it.
Okay, hold on. I had the run of the campus. In short, I'm the killer. Juniper's innocent. Do you want me to
Personally,
run
I
through it
think
all?
there's a more strange reading.
Is it this one?
There's
Where
one of them that
nothing?
yeah, there was the no one that
He
has
feels
nothing. He just doesn't fucking feel anything, bro.
So, yeah, this means I didn't almost lose. My body double did. So would you just pinpoint any of these?
Guess.
You can also think of it of what kind of character is O'Connor. Would he care about losing? Would he care about
Yeah.
not being the one losing?
Yeah. I didn't almost lose. My body double did.
Yeah, shouldn't he be like happy that he didn't lose, but it wasn't him. It wasn't his fault that he lost, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We can give it a shot.
With a safety
Safe's
save.
coming.
Yeah.
Sure did. Yeah, sure. Safety save. Good. Let's go.
Got it!
Nice. Good shit.
Got it! I almost didn't lose, you say. Very odd. You exhibited happiness the entire time, except during this statement.
Ah, you don't know when to give up. Wait, now that I think about it.
I love he shift his eyes.
No, don't stop making stuff up.
When I left the lecture hall, it was during Professor Mean's pre-trial speech. That's when I moved the body. I then slipped back in just before the verdict.
So you're saying you were there the moment your double was about to lose?
Yes, I was. Naturally, I wasn't happy when I saw that. In any case, I was at the far end of the lecture hall behind the screen. I figured no one would see me if I came and went through the doors there.
Objection!
Objection. Sykes-Dono, how much longer will you indulge him in this charade? While it's true that none in the audience might see him go through either of those doors, the faculty seats are on the balconies, and they're a different story. They would have a splendid view.
I thought you could do better than that. The lawyer's bench is on the right side when facing the front of the hall. I used the door on the right side near the lawyer's bench. That means any movements were only visible to someone in the left balcony seat. But that seat was empty at the time, which is only natural. After all, it belonged to Professor Court, and as we all know, she was already dead by then.
That can't be right. An empty balcony seat on the left side contradicts this piece of evidence.
Professor Means, right?
Faculty seat, Professor Means, so it would be this, wouldn't it?
Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
them mixed up. Court was on the right side.
Yeah.
Was supposed to be.
The
Yeah.
professors are looking down onto their candidate.
Yeah, also that, yeah, so there's not a gap in the seat because they can't, yeah, they're almost like to the side of the stage, like stage left, stage right.
That also pushes a theory I've been having that I mentioned previously, by the way.
I'm gonna say it before I present.
No.
No.
Okay.
For the sake of the stream, no, but I've
Yeah.
mentioned it to you guys.
Okay.
Take that!
Take that! I have no idea where the contradiction is going. But I don't have any other moves at this point. Guess I'll just have to follow it and see where it takes me. You said the left balcony seat was empty, but was it really?
I saw it with my own eyes. It was definitely empty.
But what about this diagram? According to this, Professor Means was supposed to be seated in the balcony seat. But if you left the lecture hall during his pre-trial speech, he would have been standing there at his seat addressing the students and faculty.
Gah! No, this can't be right.
You do no one any favors by exposing the falsities of this confession.
I've told plenty of lies so far, but this part is true, I tell you. There was nobody in the left balcony seat. You gotta believe me.
Doesn't seem like he's lying this time. Okay, Mr. O'Connor. Let's have you testify again, but this time, don't spare any details.
You got it. I'll repeat it as many times as you'd like. I mean, my ingenious escape act warrants repeating, considering I'm the real killer.
All I really care about is whether that seat was empty or not.
God damn it, Hugh. The second floor was deserted.
Is there a new text, by the way?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh, I can read it.
Yeah.
Why would you believe me? It's true, I tell you. I went out through the back door without anyone noticing. Then, all I had to do was go through the empty audio control room.
Wait.
It's that. I'll let you
That's
go.
the statement. It leads into the hallway, so I was perfectly capable of moving the body.
Whoa, talk about a change in tone. It reads like a totally different testimony. It's like he realized something terrible the moment he opened his mouth.
If it's something he realized himself, his unease might register in how he speaks.
Right. I'll focus on places where he hesitates or stammers then.
So, being surprised on that first statement makes complete sense. Annoyed that they won't believe him.
This. But
Yeah.
we know he's sad. We know why he's sad. Because Juniper should be there and she's not.
Got it! I detected powerful sadness and fear right after you said this part. It's as if you said something you shouldn't have.
What's wrong with you? You shouldn't reveal a person's inner feelings for all to see.
No.
Mr. O'Connor, it's you who is revealing your inner emotions by the way you speak. Plus, I have a good idea about why you're feeling so sad.
Ah! You're a horrible person. Why can't you just leave me be?
You said that you went through an empty audio control room, but that's not true, is it? There was someone who returned from there once Professor Means finished his speech. And that someone who was in the audio control room was...
Take that!
Take that! I know you realized there was a problem with your statement as you were saying it. That's why you felt so uneasy. If the audio control room really was empty, that would mean Miss Woods was roaming around the campus. Mr. O'Connor, if you really want to protect Miss Woods, just tell the truth. If you believe in her, revealing the truth is the same as protecting her.
Juniper's innocent. That's the truth. But in this dark age of the law, the truth can easily be twisted to serve anyone's needs. When the end justifies the means, your only choice is to fight back with lies.
Whose heart won't hold out under this battle between truth and lies? Is there something I can do to make him recant his false testimony?
I fear nothing now that I have lost everything. Go ahead, Prosecutor Blackwell. Cut me down if you wish.
I thought you'd never ask. With you gone, we may swiftly proceed to a verdict.
Oh! He broke out of his shackles again!
I don't want to be the poor accountant down at the detention center.
Hugh O'Connor, in deference to your valor, I will limit your suffering with one clean blow.
Hold it! Could you wait just one moment before you cut him down?
Silence! Silence! Do not come between a samurai!
I
That was the
never
fastest one
even
I've ever
learned
had.
about this in law school.
Careful, prosecutor! Remember that shocking experience you had last time?
Very well. Golden Boy may live. For now.
It's on the button!
Gotcha.
Enough already, Mr. O'Connor. Miss Woods would never want you to protect her this way. She values the friendship between the three of you more than anything.
That's why you're wrong. She doesn't feel anything for me now. But what does it matter anymore? I might as well tell you everything. This is, no doubt, news to you, but I am not and never was a genius.
Oh my god, he said the thing. Jesus.
Sorry, but I already knew.
Me too!
And don't forget me! Though, in all fairness, it was pretty obvious.
I thought he was a genius at first, but...
The stuff he said was crazy.
No need to rub it in, just shut up and listen. It all started several days ago. I accidentally learned that my parents have been paying good money for my grades.
But that's bribery!
So the bribery wasn't Hugh's idea?
All of my perfect scores were the product of cold hard cash, not genius. Even worse, when I confronted my parents about it over the phone, Juniper overheard me.
Oh no! That's why.
My, what a terrible misunderstanding!
I've been living a lie. I don't know what else there is to say. I'm no genius. I'm completely worthless. A perfect zero.
Hugh?
Even so, I still wanted to make it up to Juniper for disappointing her like that. That's why I wanted to clear her name by pinning the blame on me. I mean, she probably hates me now, so it'd be a relief for her to see me locked away.
If you were trying to help her, then why did you testify against her?
You're the ones who told me to tell the truth yesterday. So I thought if I did, it would help her.
He wasn't trying to provoke us.
It looks like we seriously misunderstood him, in more ways than one.
At the detention center yesterday, Junie was in tears when she opened up to me. But the truth is, the friendship between the three of them is still rock solid. If there were something that could help me prove that Hugh...
We even have proof of our friendship.
Yeah! As long as your friendship lasts, you can get that Arcadian around!
I know. What about the proof of friendship they mentioned? I wonder where or what it is.
I didn't buy it.
Just wiggling my neck at the camera. Oh, look, it's a...
It's handmade, and there's only one like it in the world.
It sounded like it was going to play fucking Undertale music.
Maybe it's... No, that's definitely it. That band around his neck. Mr. O'Connor. That band around your neck. That's your proof of friendship, isn't it?
Proof of friendship? Is that anything like a proof of purchase barcode?
And court evidence is everything. That's why the three friends created friendship bands. It's the evidence that proves their friendship.
Ho ho! How very interesting and chic!
If they have doubts about their friendship, they can look to the proof that they have on hand. That's why Mr. O'Connor's hand always goes around his neck when he's pressured. It proves he still has feelings of friendship towards the other two.
It doesn't matter if I wear it if those two...
Objection! But they feel the same way too. I know they wear their friendship bands the somewhere. Junie and Robin must both feel the same as Hugh. I just know it. Everything Hugh has said leads me to believe that. In fact, he may have also just told me that the others wear their proof of friendship. Where they're easy to touch, where they're hard to spot, they aren't wearing them now. Where they're easy to touch? Because he touches his.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you can't see the full
He
thing.
sniffs a lot. Maybe it has something to do with her flower.
Well, I don't know if you remember the animations on the sprites, but maybe the sprites were doing something when they're stressed out.
Robin grabs
You said
her
he
wrist.
touches it a lot.
Robin grabs her. Yeah, Robin, she's like, yeah, she does this. Ah.
All we have to do is think back to their testimonies. Ready?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Miss Newman holds her arm when pressured. And Miss Woods holds her wrist. I know Miss Woods very well. She would never abandon her friendship with you over something like this. And taking the blame for her will only succeed in making her terribly sad.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Robin, those bands of friendship that you made, just for the three of us. You may have forgotten about them, but not me.
Hugh!
Ah,
Hey, Hugh!
and to think, I should have known better than to doubt my best friends.
What am I running for?
I wonder how he got that over his big head.
Wow.
Such skillful craftsmanship that they turned from a blob to hard bands in.
I didn't kill anyone. And I didn't have a body double. I didn't move the body. I didn't even see it. And it may look like I'm speed reading. Zen in the art of mastering the bar exam, but I haven't read a single word.
Well, you could have fooled me. In fact, you did.
Hugh.
So, Miss Sykes, can I place my trust in you?
I'm going to save Junie. So yes, you can place your trust in me.
Then, am I to understand that the witness is recanting his confession? Again?
Yes.
A most roundabout trial. I much prefer the turnabout variety myself. Now we are back to the fact that there was but one suspect who lacked an alibi. Which is, in the end, the truth you've been seeking this entire time.
So, we're back to square one. Now I'm exhausted and depressed.
It probably doesn't matter at this point, but I might as well update the mood matrix.
The mask's gone. Boo, bring back the mask.
Bring back the body double.
Huh? Does this mean...
Further resistance is futile. The time for a verdict is nigh.
Objection!
Objection! Please wait.
What sort of devilry are you up to now?
What if our client wasn't the only one without an alibi? The trial would continue, right?
Well, yes, I suppose it would. But after such a thorough investigation, does such a person really exist?
Yes, we found someone. It may have seemed like a major roundabout, but Mr. O'Connor's testimony has cracked this case. There's no more noise. Hugh is telling me the truth now. During the mock trial, the balcony seat opposite him really was empty, which now means there's one person unaccounted for.
And she's kicking over there!
Besides Junie, the only other person without an seat was empty. That much is true, isn't it, Mr. O'Connor?
That's right. How many more times do I have to say it?
So basically, Professor Means wasn't where he was supposed to be during the mock trial.
Silence! Silence! Need I remind you, every last soul in the lecture hall heard him deliver his speech?
Objection!
Objection, I know. And that's not in dispute here. Now, let me explain how a speech could be given from an empty seat. It was...
Oh, it was clearly given later.
Pre-recorded.
Given from hiding.
What if the speech was pre-recorded? That's the only way the speech could have been delivered from an empty balcony seat.
Objection! Wait, are you accusing Professor Means? That's insane! I mean, he's the one who gave me the tape recorder. Take this to the police, he said, and tell them you found it.
What? Really? Wait a second. Mr. O'Connor, did you just say that Professor Means gave you a phony recording?
Phony? The defense will refrain from hurling unsubstantiated allegations.
Well, I said he gave it to me, but what do you mean it's phony?
Oh.
Wow, who could have seen this development?
Tape recorder updated in the court's record. Identified as a fake. Professor Means used you to pass it on to the police.
The voice shouting, "You're a goner," as recorded on this tape, was dubbed onto it using a line our client said in the mock trial video.
Why, this is an extremely crucial piece of evidence.
Professor Means gave Hugh the phony tape. If that's really true, then Professor Means has guilt written all over him. Your Honor, the defense moves to call Professor Aristotle Means to the stand.
Silence! Silence! The seat was never empty. 'Twas but an oversight by our dullard of a witness. An inmate who was formerly a surgeon once told me something. He said it's often all too easy to overlook critical symptoms.
Objection!
Objection! Well, we're not going to overlook this oversight. If the speech was pre-recorded, the basis for suspecting our client would be shattered. Let's check with Professor Means and whether the empty seat was a witness oversight. A verdict without the first looking into would be inconceivable.
That's enough, both of you! Now, here's my opinion on the matter. While a surgeon overlooking critical symptoms is a problem, a witness's oversight, too, must not be overlooked. Thus, as to the matter of whether Professor Means was or was not in his faculty seat, I believe we must ask the professor himself.
I agree. Professor Means should be here in the gallery today.
Do as you please.